Meaningful participation in the exciting world of public finance requires a clear understanding of its many dimensions, trade-offs and complexities. Excellence in public economics training is crucial for South Africa's future, and National Treasury's future economists need to appreciate the compromises and balances that have to be struck in the task of maintaining local and international trust in South African institutions, business and government. To meet these and other challenges facing our economy well into the future, the Government Technical Advisory Centre have a long-term public economics capacity building initiative. The annual Winter School forms part of this initiative. Now in its second year, the Public Economics Winter School also acts as a catalyst for the exchange and engagement between students and some of the best academics, economists and practitioners in public economics. This flagship initiative brings together National Treasury along with other government departments, South African universities and economists from the private sector to contribute, share and learn during the Winter School week. During the Winter School, GTAC endeavors to cultivate and share knowledge and to expose bright postgraduate students and young economists in the public sector to the challenging work National Treasury offers. Working within National Treasury offers future economists the opportunity to make a real contribution to South Africa's challenging public policy choices and trade-offs. This annual interaction among students, academics, local and international experts and young economists creates and sustains informal networks over time with the aim to encourage future engagement, recognition and opportunities for postgraduate economic students.
GTAC prides itself in being a centre of excellence, and we see quite a good fit between the Winter School in imparting knowledge to young dynamic economists and students of economics at postgraduate level with what is happening within government. And so it is in a sense combining what civil servants at the Treasury and GTAC are, which is practitioners with an economics understanding.
The Winter School is about giving young students, young economists exposure to the issues that government has to grapple with, that the Minister of Finance and senior Treasury officials and other advisors in key government departments are dealing with, and a sense of the excitement of public policy and an opportunity perhaps to think about a career in government, not necessarily the whole of one's career, but perhaps a period of time working in the issues that are so central to the interests of everybody.
The Winter School is very important in stimulating students to consider public economics as a career, and also to stimulate young academics to invest their time and effort in future research. Because across universities today, most departments only can accommodate one or two specialists in public economics. Yet public economics itself is a broad field with many sub-disciplines. For example, within tax alone, there's corporate income tax, there's VAT, there's personal income tax. On the expenditure side, there are a huge array of sectors, and financial regulation is also quite important. So it's unlikely that any one academic institution will carry the fuller range of skills that we need. So by pooling those skills together and creating a community of practice, we can really leverage public economic capacity in South African academia and in also the government space.
What made me apply was that I was interested in the GTAC intervention itself. I was really amazed at how a government department such as Treasury actually seconds its own people. It opens itself up and invites students to come and interact with the staff, and on their website they put profiles of the different people, especially young people that work for Treasury.
I saw this as an opportunity to come and network with people that are dealing with public economics, and also I thought it's an opportunity for me to make a career decision because I also want to venture into public economics after my marketing degree.
Students should be encouraged to attend the Winter School because it's a great opportunity to interact not only with very high profile academics, who have a very good understanding of their respective fields, but also to interact with Treasury officials and to understand this nexus between what's happening on the research side and how that can be used to inform the difficult policy questions that we face. I think the streams are very exciting, they're very practical, they are very policy driven and policy led, but they are always informed by the latest academic research and academic evidence, and I think that's what makes it so exciting.
3 themes were selected for the 5-day 2017 Winter School, namely tax design and tax policy, housing and urban development, and the role of the state in financial markets. With 3 sessions running parallel to each other, participants are exposed to lectures, panel discussions, and various group activities aiming to explore complex, real-world choices and trade-offs and to apply analytical techniques in practice. Crucial to public policy, the tax theme is repeated this year and provides an overview of topical tax policy issues in South Africa. Reviews of the principles underlying tax policies is discussed while reflecting on empirical local evidence. Sessions also draw lessons from emerging economies similar to South Africa.
It's vital for Treasury to have a strong interaction with academic economists. It keeps us on our toes. It makes sure that we don't just get sucked into what is convenient, but we're constantly asked questions that are difficult by people who are thinking about the world. One of the important things about the Winter School is that it does draw all of the universities together, all of the key universities together, which is vital for the universities themselves. I think it's doing a service to them as much as it's doing to us. So I think that the format we have is working wonderfully. It's only the 2nd year, and I certainly hope that it will go from strength to strength in the future.
A new theme this year considers the key issues that shape South Africa's housing and urban development framework and the role of the state in supporting well-functioning housing markets. Participants are given an overview of the theoretical concepts underpinning housing markets and of the impact of the housing sector on the macroeconomy. With the focus on urban development issues, together with insights into international experience, the course aims to challenge and equip participants to engage in present-day debates on spatial integration, economic transformation, and the challenges of affordability and access.
I thought this year's Winter School was fabulous. It was really good, and I would love to be involved in future years. I think it's such an important opportunity to bring students of public economics away from their regular curriculum to focus in particular on issues that are of national importance and also academic relevance. It's quite a nice interruption into the regular academic program, and it allows for particular focus on the issues. These are issues that are definitely theoretical in nature, and you can bring your student theory base to the problems, but they're also very practical, and they're part of the world. We read about them in the newspaper every day. And so to take a week long away from the university course structure and interrupt it with attention to how the issues that students are learning in the classroom actually apply in the national context, I think is very important.
The unique characteristics of financial markets require the role of the state in these markets to be considered carefully. Through this course, participants explore market failures in the financial sector, which help explain why financial crises are so common and how the state should respond as a regulator and supervisor of financial markets. It also covers the role of the state in guiding consumer behavior, as well as the role of finance in achieving inclusive economic transformation. Participants are exposed to international perspectives, panel discussions, and various group activities with a view to exploring complex policy trade-offs in this rapidly evolving field.
I think students are willing to sacrifice a whole week out of their holidays because it's just such a great experience for them, not only to meet other students, but also to meet role models really that inspire and that gives them an idea about what they can do after they graduated.
It's bigger this year than it was last year. That's wonderful. Getting more students from top universities, from all the universities, has been really wonderful. I've just enjoyed interacting with students. I've enjoyed the engagement. They challenge you, they keep you young. And it's important for senior public servants to engage with students in an informal setting.
I came to the Winter School because I am solely interested in foreign direct investment and the benefits it has in the development of South Africa specifically, but I'm still looking at broader countries as well.
It was very useful because it brought the theory in public economics with the practice, and actually people who have expertise in practicing the tax policy.
So the greatest thing about the winter school is definitely the networking with members from the National Treasury as well as the students. My experience as a bursary student has been absolutely phenomenal. The communications between the students and the National Treasury on time, and they absolutely make me feel welcome within the unit. So I'm very happy to be part of an institution like that.
Treasury has really done an amazing job with the GTAC to attract students. Young economists as well as actuaries and accountants that are here are really showing their characteristics and what we can do for the country in the future.
One of my favourite parts of the winter school is the opportunity we had to interact with other young economists as well as professionals from the field and various sectors, from the private sector as well as the public sector.
With the active and enthusiastic participation of the academic community, the energetic turnout and participation of students and other stakeholders, and the continued support of Global Affairs Canada, the annual Public Economics Winter School is an important date for anyone thinking about a career in economics or with the National Treasury.